there was an election last week, a couple days ago. So I thought this would be a good idea, or to be a good time to talk about some backpacks, some made in the USA backpacks. Let's get into it. Basically, when I got into backpacks in the first place, it's an addiction. It's really a fucking addiction. I mean, can you see the walls here? Can you see this stuff? That was kind of a spoiler, but basically when I got into backpacks, quality was a thing that I had no idea about. I didn't know what was a good quality backpack. I didn't get it. I didn't know what made a backpack good quality. I didn't think about things like YKK zips or Cordura or this type of stuff, and I really didn't know what any of that meant. I went to the store, I looked at the one that looked cool, and I bought it. And I ended up with something like this, which is a Thule something and something something something, which I used for 2 weeks and actually has very good materials, truth be told. But something's lacking from those bags, some kind of like a touch. It's a touch. You know, like a touch. It's like a handmade touch. Handmade sounds so weird. It's more like some care. Like you know, I look at products and I want to feel some care, and I feel like the bags I have that were made in the USA, dust, they just seem like they have been made with more care. And there's not much else I can say about it other than that. So let's get into 6 amazing made in the USA daily backpacks. So first one, this is actually a bag that I had thought about doing a full review on, and I might still. This is actually the recycled Firefighter Chief backpack. So recycled Firefighter has actually become quite popular in the last couple of years, and they're mostly popular because of another backpack called like the 24-hour backpack, and you'll see one of those in a bit, or at least a new version of one of those. But actually, this is the one that I really like for daily use. This is the Chief. Now, the pattern I have here is like I think they call it like the bunker gear, which is like, you know, this is actually like some guy's shoulder from a firefighter jacket or coat or whatever they're called. And, you know, I think it makes a cool touch. It's like, for me, the best part about this is that it's the one place on this bag that doesn't attract cat hair. So this bag's actually packed out with the gear that I use on a normal day-to-day basis. So let's talk. Basically, this is kind of like, I like to think of it as sort of like a GoRuck light. And like, I know the guys at Recycle Firefighter are probably not going to be happy to hear that, but it has the vibe of a GoRuck and the design of a GoRuck, kind of like a similar sort of. And I mean, honestly, like, GoRuck got that also from the old field medical bags that opened clamshell and had you know, slash pockets in the front and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like it's invented by them, but it's just been popularized by them. Materials. So one thing you'll see in common with all of these bags, all of these American-made bags, great zippers. I had to double check to make sure. Great zippers, great craftsmanship, great materials, which leads to great feeling packs. So this bag feels great. It's a 1000D Cordura, which feels really nice. You know, it's got this bunker gear thing, which is obviously not 1000D Cordura, but it still feels really nice. The straps here are really like beefy and chunky. They're wide. The foam is, I mean, I've only had this bag for a little bit and it hasn't really broken in yet, but it feels really nice, and it feels like it will break in over time. One thing to note is that my version of this bag, or at least the newer versions of it, seem to come with a sternum strap. Some of the old ones, I believe, did not. Mine also came with these strap keepers, which I believe the old ones did not. So Recycled Firefighter, thank you. Up in your game. Getting things going a little bit better, you know? It's awesome. I love that. I really like the founder of this company is a guy named Jake, and I find his videos great. He's kind of an interesting dude. And I've heard from some people that they've had, well, at least I think I saw in a YouTube comment that somebody had some bad experience with them. But man, for me, they've been amazing. Their customer service has been great. So, take that for what it is. The bag itself. So there is a slash pocket up here in the front, which, unlike the GoRuck, and I don't know if this is something they designed, there is actually a little bit of volume built into this pocket. So even when the bag is super packed out, you still have a little bit of space here for, whatever you decide to put in. I don't own a GoRuck, but I tried one once, and the thing I found is that when I was traveling, I took one trip with it, and the thing I found is that this pocket became really difficult to use when the bag was packed out. This one, on the other hand, it seems like I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of actual, they built some basic volume into this pocket, which makes it so much more usable day to day. And so I basically, I put my keys in there, and my wallet, and that's it. Use it for those things. You'll see that's a theme. I'm gonna use the same stuff for the whole video. So this zipper is a YKK number 10 USA. YKK is a Japanese company, but they do produce some of their zippers, or make some of their zippers in America, which is something that a lot of these American bags have in common, which you'll see. And it feels great, really smooth, really nice. The main compartment is also opened by the same YKK number 10. I should have mentioned that before. They're all number 10 zippers on this bag, which means they're the largest. Big. I think Chase Reef says they're very chunky. He has a really good song. It's chunky zip, something, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, they feel great. They're really smooth. They open great, and all that. So let's have a look in the bag. But before we get into it, there is the handle, the grab handle. The grab handle is box stitched and feels good. It's just two pieces of webbing wrapped upon themselves, which makes it feel nice. No complaints. It's not special. It doesn't feel like amazing, but it doesn't feel bad either. It feels like it'll stand up. I mean, I only grab it once in a while, so works perfect for that. So let's get into the bag. It's a pretty simple bag. So it opens full clamshell. You can see, full clamshell, which is great for packing. You can just put your stuff in here, and it's great. On the back part here, you'll see there's these two pockets. So this is very similar, very reminiscent to the GoRuck style. There's the two pockets over here. In the older versions of this bag, this was Cordura, so you couldn't see into the pockets. But in these newer versions of the Chief, it's actually mesh, and it feels really nice. And you can see my AirPods are there. So I just put my AirPods in this pocket in this bag. So AirPods out. Down here, nothing special. I just have a blower for... I'm a bit finicky about dust, we could say. I'll leave that in there because I don't need to show you that every time. And yeah, other than that, so there's not much going on here. There's a nice little tag. These are also YKK number 10 zips. Overkill. Love it. Chunky, as Chase would say. Let's have a look at the main compartment. So this is the main compartment of the bag. It's quite simple. Sunglasses. Bellroy pencil case, which... yeah, it's I'm a teacher, and helpful to have a pencil case. And I use this pouch. It's a really cheap pouch I found from Rest Stop in Korea. It was $15, and it's actually it just happens to fit what I need on a daily basis. I have the Peak Design Tech pouch too, which I use depending on the bag I'm using. But with this bag, I find this one works because the Peak is a little bit fat. So yeah, there's that. And my laptop goes in here. So this is a laptop sleeve. Now the thing about this laptop sleeve in particular is that there's no padding actually. It's not padded. It's just literally a sleeve. There's some padding on the bottom of the bag. There's some foam. Feels pretty dense. And there's a buckle here, which also it's not Duraflex or one of those companies you're used to. It's a made in America one. I don't know what company it is. I couldn't find anything written on it. But basically, it seems nice enough. Straps in your laptop. So I keep my laptop or my iPad actually. I don't carry a laptop, in this Kletterwerks sleeve thing. Sometimes I use a different sleeve by TomTalk, but yeah, nothing special. This is also really nice. Made in America. YKK number 10. Lovely. And yeah, this is like a self-made. Basically, I cut open another backpack, took out the frame sheet, stuck it inside this ripstop thing, and it provides a little bit of structure because the bag itself is floppy. But it's fine. Does the trick. So, just back to the bag itself. Let's have a look. Zip it up. This is not going to be in the actual video. I don't know what I'm talking, but the recycled Firefighter. Chief. Bag 2. Topo Designs. What I'll say about Topo is that if you look at their website, you'll be overwhelmed with colors. I'm super colorblind. So for me, being overwhelmed with colors means a lot of gray. So I tend to go with black because I know what black looks like. So I get black. Although the last one had some yellowish on it. Now, this is the Topo Designs Daypack. It's a 20-liter pack. I should have said the Chief previously. It was a 21-liter pack, so they're all of similar size. This is honestly a very similar bag to the last one. All of these bags are kind of similar, so let's dive into it. This is the Topo Daypack in ballistic nylon, so it's 1680D ballistic nylon. Bottom here, this is a leather. Feels nice enough. It's black leather. The logo is here. It's in black. I mean, you can get this bag in literally like any single color and almost every material you could ever think of. There's even an X-Pac version, I've heard. But yeah, the front of the bag, there's an ice pick holder, which maybe you find useful. There's a something pig's nose looking jobby, which maybe you find useful too. The materials in this bag feel great. It's a very different feeling than the last one. The last one is Cordura, 1000D. It's a little bit more coarse feeling. It's picks up cat hairs and dog hairs really easily. This one, on the other hand, doesn't pick up anything because it's the 1680D ballistic nylon, but it doesn't feel as nice to me. Feels tough, just not as nice. Very similar. The straps. The straps are way thinner on this Topo, and the padding, the foam, feels a lot less dense. It's a lot more spongy. I've barely used this bag, and it's really spongy. But I mean, it feels nice enough, works nice enough. It's a day pack, doesn't matter that much. What I will say that's really weird is they happen to use like 1000D or like maybe 1050D here, only on the straps. So the straps pick up tons of hair. The rest of the bag doesn't. The grab handle on the Topo is this like really, literally it's just webbing. Way more attention to detail on the recycled Firefighter. This is literally just there. It's this material extended. No sternum strap unless you add one yourself. No strap keeper things unless you add one yourself. I will say the recycled Firefighter ones work perfectly on here. But then why would I just use that one? Anyway, yeah. So let's have a look. Okay, so back around the front. This bag. Also, YKK number 10 zips. There's also a paracord zipper pull. Now, it's a little bit different because the recycled Firefighter didn't have any actual zipper pull here. So the paracord was directly into the zipper, although here there's like a zipper thingy. This guy. Anyway. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. I mean, this front slash pocket, which is very similar to the one on the recycled Firefighter and also on the GoRuck I mentioned previously. Pack cloth on the inside feels great. I will say, this one suffers a bit from the GoRuck issue where there is no actual volume to this pocket. So anything that goes in here, I don't know if you can already see, when I did this with the recycled Firefighter, it came out a lot more. This one is, you can already see the stuff inside the bag, like right here. And my hand, I have to kind of like fight with it to get in. I put the same stuff inside. Keys, wallet. And I will say that in here, it's a lot harder to get my hand down inside and a lot more annoying. What I do like is they do add these little tabs here so that you can zip and unzip this pocket easily. I mean, you can just grab the bag and do the same thing. Yeah. The actual zippers themselves. Now, this is not a clamshell opening bag. It doesn't open clamshell. So you're not going to end up with the full view of what's inside the bag. It opens like what I would call half clamshell. It's really deep. As I mentioned before, if you have stuff in here and the bag is packed out, full, if it's full, like if you're traveling or something, you won't be able to use this pocket. Things in here are gone. Gone. Abyss. Never see them again. Might as well buy some when you travel because you're not going to see them. Open up the bag. These are, again, 2 YKK number 10 zips. One thing I'm going to say about this is this ballistic nylon gets caught. Can you see that? That never happens on the recycled Firefighter. If I use this rain flap thing, the recycled Firefighter also has this rain flap thing. It just, you see that? It just gets stuck. Stuck. It drives me nuts. One thing I noticed with using this bag just in a really short time was that part drove me nuts. Anyway, the build quality, generally speaking, is amazing on this bag. It feels like it's built very well. This pack cloth interior feels great. The recycled Firefighter has no, how can I say, it doesn't have any liner, so you just get the other side of the Cordura, whereas this has pack cloth all the way around. The seams are all zipped up, the seams are all covered, which they also were on the recycled Firefighter. Very similar setup here. So I have my laptop, or I say laptop every time, my iPad inside this guy. I have my made frame sheet inside there. Glasses. I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's just like a cavernous black hole here. A lot of these Topo bags have yellow on the inside, and I think that would be a lot easier to look down, but then of course I went with the black one, so here I am. Same thing, same pouch, same pencil case. That's it. So that's my daily carry stuff. Now, there is some organization on the inside here. If you'll remember the recycled Firefighter, it had the 2 pockets, the mesh pockets. There's none of that stuff going on, but there is a couple of pockets here. This feels really nice. Like, it would be hard to explain how nice this feels unless you touched it in person. It feels really high quality. There's no padding at all for your laptop, exactly the same as the recycled Firefighter. It's just a place to put it. And it will take a 15. That one will also take a 15-inch laptop. I stuck my MacBook Pro in there. Fits perfectly. I wouldn't use it for that. I don't carry my MacBook Pro around, but there it is. And then there's like this zipper pocket here with like what looks like a number 5 YKK zip. It could be number 8. I can't get inside to see. Probably number 5. And then I just keep my AirPods in there. That's the Topo designs. Nice bag. My wife thinks it looks terrible. She said I look like a student when I use it. She doesn't say that about recycled Firefighter. She said in that case I just look like somebody who had a dream to be a firefighter. There you go. I forgot to mention one thing about this bag. There are these water bottle pockets that literally no water bottle ever made in history will fit easily. They will fit, but you're jamming them down in there. You've got to move this stuff around. Sure, they fit. Sure, that's annoying. I don't need that in my life. I didn't use it. I would never use it. Made in the USA tag right here. None of that on the recycled Firefighter, but we all know it's made in the USA. Next bag. This one is a personal favorite that I absolutely love. And it's from, I don't know if you can see that there, Mystery Ranch. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying, I apologize to my friends in Europe. I apologize to my friends in America. You cannot get this bag outside of Japan and Korea. So if you really, really, really want one, drop me a line. I'll help you get one. If they have it still. But yeah, it's very strange to me that the Made in America ones are sold in Japan only and Korea, but there it is. There is the famous Mystery Ranch Made in America, Bozeman, Montana tag, which any of their bags that are made in the USA come with this tag. It's like one of the selling points of this bag. Now, this is called the Robo Flip. The Robo Flip US. Now, the Robo Flip is a bag you can easily buy. The Robo Flip itself, which is the non-USA one, I think it's made in Vietnam. Or I think some of the older ones were made in the Philippines. So, you know, your mileage may vary. Stole that from Pack Hacker. They say it way too much, but that's how it goes. The bag itself is that bag, the Robo Flip. So if you find a video about the Robo Flip, this is basically the exact same bag. This is just made in America version of it, made in the USA. Now, there are things about this bag that feel a lot more polished than the last two. There is something to be said for a company that's been around for as long as Mystery Ranch has, I think since 2000. And then the guys there, Dana Gleason and those guys, have been making bags for 40 years. And something about it feels like that because it feels polished. And all of my Mystery Ranch bags feel that way. This is no different. Now, this is in 1680D ballistic nylon, which this part is, and X-Pac, which a lot of the accents are. So the bag is very cool. It's, I believe, the first Mystery Ranch X-Pac bag. One of the first. The X-Pac material, exactly what type it is, they don't mention. It's sailcloth, but a very cool feeling. It's a bit crinkly, as you can hear. This is absolutely one of my favorite daily bags. It's like one of my old go-tos. I love it. I'm so happy I bought it. Some things I don't like about it, which are like the fact that it's all top loading. So I really like the clamshell design of the recycled Firefighter, but you know, your mileage may maybe you'll like it better. I like it too. So let's go around to the back to start. These are the straps. Mystery Ranch is famous for their what are these called? Their straps. Yeah, for their straps. Their system. There's a name for this, but I'll just say the straps. So these straps feel very similarly. Like the foam feels a little bit similar to the Topo. It's definitely not as thick as the recycled Firefighter. The X-Pac here is really nice. There's this webbing. This doesn't come with a sternum strap. This one was one I stole off of something else and stuck it on. Works perfectly fine. In this case, the buckles are all Duraflex, which is a really good, well-known brand. So yeah, there's that. You know that they're using good materials here. The bag itself, it has these compression straps on the side, so if you want to compress it down. I use this bag a lot in other bags, so I'll stick this in a travel bag, and this will be my go-to bag when I get there. The X-Pac makes it super light, and with the compression straps, I can make it tiny. The bag itself, very simple. There's this one row of Molly Pals. I don't know what you call it. You can attach some stuff to it. It's not really those things. I think they're like a specific size. It's not exactly that size, but you can attach stuff to this front part if you want to. I never have, probably never will, but there it goes. There is a quick access pocket here on the top. The last two bags, the recycled Firefighter and the Topo, the quick access was a slash pocket across the front, but in this case, it's this top. I think it's called like a brain pocket. Some people call it a brain pocket. Again, YKK number 8 zip here. So this is an 8, not a 10. Still very nice. Still USA made YKK, which the last bags both were. The way you can find that out is actually on the USA made ones. There's a little USA thing written right on it. But like I said, it is a Japanese company. So not heard many people say that in their reviews. There are USA made YKK zips. The company is still Japanese. Yeah. The pulls are paracord. Very nice. Super smooth zip. It's not weather sealed at all. It doesn't have any gusset or anything on it, or whatever it's called. There's no gaskets. It's literally just flipped around. You know, like they've sewn it inside out, so the teeth are on the inside. So it's got a little bit of protection, but I wouldn't trust it in a rainstorm. Glasses. So I put so much stuff in here. This pocket is way bigger than you would imagine it would be. Basically, my glasses, my wallet, my keys, and my AirPods all fit in this one pocket here, which means when I'm on the go, I can just grab it. Grab from right there, super easy. One thing I will mention, compared to the other bags, this one doesn't like to stand up on its own. Now, what I like to do with this bag is use the Peak Design tech pouch instead of the one I'm using, because with that at the bottom, it does stay upright. With the one I'm using now, it doesn't. That's one of those things like, if it really bothers you that the bag doesn't stay upright, change what you have in it, and maybe it will. The last two bags, they both stand upright by themselves completely fine. Recycle Firefighter is the best, I would say. The Topo, it kind of gets leany because it's so tall. Let's get into the main compartment. Again, it's not a weather sealed zip at all. Weirdly, I think it is weather. I mean, Mystery Ranch weather seals a lot of their zips. They just didn't on this one. I think they're expecting this to be used by like kind of Japanese dudes like in Harajuku, you know, with like the big jackets and zombie killing vibes. Anyway, gigantic YKK number 10 zip, which is exactly the same as the last two, or very similar. The bag opens this way. Now, one thing about these Mystery Ranch bags, and you're meant to open them this way, I've been told, is if you put these in the front here, you can just rip it open. Strangely satisfying. Now, inside the bag, super simple. It's black. You're probably not going to be able to see very well, but let's have a look. There's a laptop sleeve here. The laptop sleeve also has a tablet sleeve on the front here, which I never use for anything, but you could do if you want to. Thanks for having it. There is one little organizational thing here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like an umbrella pocket thingy, which I think is made for a water bottle actually, but I usually put this Bellroy pencil case in there, and then the pouch from before down at the bottom, and that be it. My laptop or my iPad, which I've done again, still in the sleeve, still in here. I will say, compared to the last two bags, this laptop compartment is by far the best. There is a rigid bag frame. Can you hear that on this bag? Nice padding in the laptop sleeve itself, and it is raised about 2 or 3 inches off the bottom of the bag, so, and away from the sides of the bag as well. So your laptop is perfectly safe in here, and it will take a 15-inch. I would say that the fit and finish of this bag is the best of the ones we've seen so far. It looks perfectly well made, and they've thought of just about everything, and the laptop part is definitely a big bonus compared to the last two. So if your laptop being safe is important to you, then you might want to look into this guy. Gracias. Okay, another Mystery Ranch bag. Well, kind of. This one is Kletterwerks. Kletterwerks is a Mystery Ranch kind of thing. I don't think it exists anymore, or at least I don't think they promote it anymore. I don't know. If you can find one, great bag. I did a huge video about this bag in the past. When I say in the past, I mean like 2 weeks ago. This is the Kletterwerks Summit 20-liter bag. So I forgot to mention again, the Robo flip, the last one was 21 liters. So far we've got a 21 liter, 20 liter, 21 liter. I mean, these are all about the same size, all of these bags. Liters are kind of confusing. They're not all made equal. Yeah, in the bag world anyway. So this bag is the Kletterwerks Summit. Now, if you're watching my video, you've probably seen a bunch of Chase Reeves videos. This is one of his favorite bags of all time. This one is in camo, multicam, which is quite a rare one to find. The material on the camo or the multicam feels different. I actually gave the last one to a viewer and an old friend named Ryan. So the brown one you saw in the last video is on its way to Japan to be with him and his new owner. And luckily I had another one, so it was okay to give that one up. Now I kept this one. I don't use this on a day-to-day basis, although in Korea you can get away with multicam because they're not so strict on dress codes and things like that. So, but this one is still a little bit woodsy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little woodsy. It's quite woodsy. My wife said it doesn't look like army bag to her at all. It just looks like a mountain man. You know, you've been there for 3 months. You're hunting squirrels and collecting nuts and all that kind of shit. But anyway, the material on this one feels great. It feels different somehow than the other one. Even though they're both supposed to be 1000D Cordura, this one somehow feels more tough, a little bit more mil-spec-y, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's just my head. The bag itself, since I did a big review of this, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it has one of those ice picky things from the Topo designs. Beautiful heirloom leather logo here with the embossed Kletterwerks design thing. The zipper pulls are leather. I don't really like the zipper pulls so much, and not because of the leather, but just because I find they don't look that good. They're a little bit like it's like they take away from the class of the bag. I don't know. Hard to say a multicam bag is classy, but anyway, straps, amazing. They feel so good. The foam feels like just butter, man. It's butter. I love it. The webbing is a little bit tactical looking. The hardware is all these like aluminum hardware. This is not the best, you know. It's the same, just like same as the Topo. It's that nylon stuff. I didn't talk about it on the previous Mystery Ranch bag, which has a really nice, like double-sided with a little bit of foam in it on that Robo flip. Should have mentioned it before, but yeah. Anyway, this is just like your real basic webbing, nothing special. This is a little bit of a dangly bag, I find. Like these things dangle around, but I don't care. I love it. Now, this bag, the star of this bag is this front pocket. Again, YKK number 10, USA made zips. Gigantic. In this case, they are silver. I love the silver against the black. Looks great. Now, front pocket, star of the show. This front pocket is split into 2 pockets. So there's the main space here, and then another little slip pocket here. Now, the slip pocket is made in such a way that things never will fall out of it, but they keep your stuff segmented. So, bags like the Evergoods CPL, they have the new version. They have like a cut pocket here, but the way it works is that if you just kind of go like this, all your stuff falls out. Goes into the main compartment. In this case, never happened with this bag because of the way that it's built. I don't know why more companies don't do it. It's a big sleeve pocket. You can kind of see it there. So, I keep my nice the stuff you've seen already, and this was in there from previously, sorry. And then my keys, and I keep my keys away from the other 2 things. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, main compartment. I'm kind of going to give it fast because this video is going to be gigantic, and my wife's coming home soon. Main compartment. It's not clamshell. It opens like this. There's an essay here, which is about Kletterwerks, and you can read it in the last video. I put some B-roll of it there. Made in the USA tag. Under the USA tag, it says, here's to having a good time all the time. Like it. I like having a good time. Inside the bag, I've got... so this bag is interesting, and I'll say this really quickly because I mentioned it in the last video. There are these 2 guys here that separate the main compartment of the bag from here. This makes this bag ideal for camera stuff, because what I can do is I can put my camera cube into here and keep it away from my other pouches and stuff that I can separate on the side. So I actually love this bag as a camera bag, and of the ones I'm going to show you today, it works by far the best for that. So if you're looking for a kind of a hybrid bag, then this one might be good. The recycled Firefighter is also good because of the clamshell opening, but your mileage, yeah, all that. Same thing, pouch in the bottom. Now, this one is great because I use these side pockets for my other pouches, and then here, my sunglasses. Now, I just put my sunglasses in here because I think it's cool. I don't need to. I could put them in the front here, and that's probably what I would do on a daily basis, but for argument's sake, I put them there. This is, again, my iPad in the Kletterwerks thing. Same brand, same zipper. Lovely, beautiful, amazing. And I use this frame sheet, again, in here because it's a floppy. Kletterwerks, built beautifully, lifetime warranty. Mystery Ranch will fix all your stuff. Lovely bag. If you can find one for a decent price, you might never buy another bag ever again. It's, well, if you're like me, you'll buy tons of bags, but you'll always love this one the most. Third Mystery Ranch bag on this list. This is also a Kletterwerks bag, and yes, it just happens that a lot of my made in the USA bags are all Mystery Ranch, because not that many people make bags in the USA anymore, or at least not ones you can get in Korea easily. Also Kletterwerks, which is the same brand as the last one. This is the Kletterwerks Drei ZIP, which means the 3 zip. Now, Mystery Ranch bags are famous for their 3 zip design, which is like this cadaver sort of deal that you'll see in a minute. Now, this is supposed to kind of harken back to the original 3 zip feeling, which I think was like a 3-day assault or like one of those army packs, so it actually doesn't harken back to this, but anyway, whole nother story. Maybe I'm wrong. The bag itself, 1000D Cordura, very similar to the last bag. I will say it doesn't feel as dense as the last one. I don't know if it's that multicam has a different vibe or what. The bottom of the bag is 1680D, ballistic nylon. This bag picks up a lot of cat hair, just like the first one. So that 1000D Cordura in black, you're going to get pet hair, you're going to get dust, you got to kind of deal with it. I find that this one tends to pick up more than the recycled Firefighter, and I'm not sure why. But it is what it is. Around the back, you'll see that the straps here are exactly the same as the straps that were on the Summit. They're very nice, they feel good, but everything I said about that one applies to this one. There are buckles here, which are also the exact same buckles. And some differences from the Summit is that there are these compression straps on the side, so you can lock it down if you want to make it a little bit tight. This bag is a 20-liter bag, 21-liter bag. So all of these bags, again, like I said, very similar size. This is the exact same logo that was on the previous one. It's just black, but it's still embossed the same way. It still looks nice. I do love, it's one of those things where I have cats, and I know that I can't truly appreciate a black bag anymore because I have cats. It's getting hot. Like I said, I have cats, and I can't truly appreciate a black bag anymore because I know that if I have a black bag, it will constantly be full of cat hair. But when I saw this one, I felt like it had to be black no matter what. I loved it. I like black bags in general, and this one had to be black. And you'll see in a video coming up, my other prized possession, my other prize of my collection is brown. So I think both of them kind of span the gamut. That one's also like $1,000, but shh, don't tell my wife. Now, let's get into the bag, but first I just want to talk about this. This is the same webbing from the previous Kletterwerks bag. It's literally just webbing. I wish it was nicer. I wish it were nicer. It's not. It's just webbing. It is what it is. This bag, again, the tri-zip design, but first it has a brain pocket, similar, almost exactly the same size to the Robo flip we talked about earlier. Again, this is also a number 8 YKK zip. There's normally leather pulls here, which are inside the bag. I've taken them off just because I don't like them so much, but yeah, I mean, I keep them around just in case. This is the brain pocket. Now, I don't keep as much in here, and you'll see why in a second, but I have my AirPods, my keys, and my wallet. And it's lots of space in there. Nice. And you can rip this guy open, very similar to the way I showed you doing it on the Robo flip. Again, made in the USA, tag here. Again, here's to having a good time all the time. Thanks, Cheers, boys. This is where you'll see the 3-zip first. So the thing about the 3-zip that's nice is you end up, okay, so you have a zip here and another zip here, and then you have this big zip along the middle. If this bag is packed out a lot, like you have tons of stuff in it, and you want to get something at the bottom, but you don't want to dig through everything, you can zip it down and get it from here. So I think this also works as a camera bag pretty well because you can have your cube down here. It's so ironic that the two like heritage bags that I have, you know, made in the USA heritage bags, the most heritage ones are the ones that work the best as a camera bag. It is what it is, I guess. Now, so open it up here and open up the cadaver, I've heard it called, and you get this. Now, one of the things I love about these Kletterwerks bags, and I completely didn't mention on the last one, the laptop compartment is very similar on this and the Summit. It's padded slightly. It's raised up off the bottom. Nothing special, but it is. There is this nylon thing to keep the laptop stationary. The thing I love about this is that it does that. So this scratchy stuff doesn't have to scratch in your bag. It's actually done like that so that it can hold like one of those water things. I forget what they're called. Water things. The bladders. I don't drink water. Do they make them for coffee? Because that'd be cool. I usually just leave it like this, and that's about it. And then now I feel very cool that these are matching. Yes, I'm one of those guys. I enjoy that kind of thing. There are these two vertical pockets on the side here, which are very famous in Mystery Ranch bags. You'll see them in all kinds of Mystery Ranch bags. They're made for water bottles and things like this. I put my glasses in there, my Bellroy pencil case, and pouch at the bottom. You can pack this bag out, and it will perform perfectly fine, but if you pack it out, these pockets are useless. This is a tablet sleeve, but it's too thin to use for a tablet. Now, interesting thing about this bag is this part. So this is where they list who makes the bag. This bag is made, apparently, by D2. And D2 is Dana Gleason, who is the founder of Mystery Ranch. And I don't know if he actually made this bag, but that's what it says on this bag. So I treasure the shit out of it. I tried to ask them, but they didn't get back to me. I guess he didn't make it, but it's an amazing thought. I heard he has made a couple with them, so never know. I'll pretend he did. Drei ZIP, Kletterwerks, they're like $200. I should have mentioned the prices on these bags before, and I'll mention them at the end of the video. But yeah, it's like $200. If you can get one, they're rare as anything. But if you can find one on sale, amazing bag. Love it. You'll keep it forever. It'll be around forever. Blah, blah, blah. Next bag. Last bag of the night. Now, I said there was going to be 5. Maybe I said there's going to be 6. Maybe the title says 5 plus 1. I don't know. But this is another recycled Firefighter. We started with a recycled Firefighter. We're going to end with a recycled Firefighter. Now, this bag. This is called the 24-hour plus bag. Recycled Firefighter's most popular bag, from what I can gather and what I can see, is the normal 24-hour bag. It's somewhere between like an Evergood CPL and a GoRuck. It's got like a bit of both. I consider that compliments, but in a lot of ways, it's the only one I own from either of those companies because I liked it the best. And I will say that there are some reasons why I think this is the only bag I own that could literally be my only bag. And for those reasons, there's actually a review coming out, or I'm going to have a review of this soon, because I really feel that strongly about this bag. It is, like I said, the only bag I own that I really truly feel like could be my only, period, bag. Let's get into it. So, Very similar to the other bags. It's in this case, it's Cordura 1000D. It feels a little bit rough, like it would destroy a suit. Probably would destroy a suit. Probably destroy a t-shirt. I don't care. Looks badass. This is a multicam black, which is one of the colors they offer. They offer this bag in X-Pac. They offer it in other stuff too. I love multicam black, so for me it was a no-brainer. It was on sale recently on their website for like $199. I'll put an affiliate link to these in the description below if you decide you want one. Now, this bag, it's made of great materials. It's handmade in America. It feels great. It has this patchy thing here that people stick patchy things to. There was one on the Chief too. I didn't mention it because I don't stick patchy things on anything. I like the fact that because there's nothing here, there's no logo on this bag whatsoever. It's just a badass looking bag. Now, it does pick up cat hair and dog hair, very similar to the other Cordura bags I talked about, but because it's multicam, I find you don't notice it nearly as much. Again, your mileage may vary. How do you say mileage in kilometers? Is there such thing as mileage in kilometers? I'm curious about that. Now, as I said, Recycled Firefighter makes a 24-hour bag. The 24-hour bag they make is around 18 to 20 liters. I've seen him say it's 18. I've seen him say it's 20. I think sometimes they don't include this front pocket. This one is 28 liters, and I've only ever heard it called 28 liters. The reason is it's actually two of those bags kind of stuck on top of each other. I love that this is two compartments, and I love that a small bag like this has compression straps, because for one bag travel, I'm telling you, this bag is amazing. I've tested it out for one bag travel, and it was like, I might never travel with another bag ever again, because I got to where I was going, dumped my stuff out. It was only a couple of day trip. I mean, you're not going to take this on like a year trip probably, even though I said earlier it could be my only bag. Maybe I was going to wash laundry a lot, but yeah, I took it on a 2-day trip and it was great. I use it as my daily carry when I got there. It was great at that. I use it as a daily carry here. It's great as that. I go to work with it and whatever. And basically what you do is you only use half of it when you only need half of it, and you use the other half when you need the other half. And the other half seems to just disappear. It does stand up on its own. The last bag does not. The Kletterwerks Drei ZIP, it doesn't stand up on its own unless you pack it out a certain way. The Summit does. This one, perfect. Every situation stands up on its own. It's quite stable, as you can see. Now this is packed out, but still. These buckles, again, like I said about the Recycled Firefighter Chief, these are slightly beefier buckles than was in the laptop compartment or laptop sleeve of that one. They have a very satisfying clip. They are some American brand. I don't know what it is. It says GS1 on it. I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody can tell me. There are 4. 2 here and 2 more here. It compresses the bag down. Gives you a quite slim look when nothing's in it. I'll show you in a second when I have nothing in it. They feel really well built. They felt sewed in really well. Nothing else to report. The top handle, the grab handle, exactly the same as the previous one, box stitched. Under it, there's this like pass-through thing for your water hose thingy, and then if you can put coffee in it, just let me know. There is like a logo on there. I just realized, but it's under the strap, which I find amazing. Like, he actually puts it, you know, like the logo where you can't really see it, which is good. It's cool. Thanks, Jake. Now, this bag, generally speaking, the straps are great. They're really beefy and big, and the foam feels amazing. It comes with a sternum strap. Again, it doesn't say that on their website, so if you don't get one with yours, it's not my fault. But mine came with one. Also, strap keepers. Doesn't say it on the website. Mine came with them. Thanks, guys. I like it. The straps themselves feel great. Honestly, they feel very similar to the GoRuck ones I tested. That was a Vietnam GR1. People say they're not as good. I don't know. I feel like maybe recycled Firefighter upping their game. This is the laptop compartment, which goes along the back here. There's ample space for a 15-inch laptop, even bigger. It is slightly raised off the bottom when you pack it out. I've not heard people mention this, but the way that he has it is the foam goes deeper, and the laptop doesn't actually hit the bottom. But, again, you know, be careful with your laptops no matter where they are. I never put mine in here because only when I'm traveling. So when I travel, laptop goes in here, or the tablet or whatever. Otherwise, I put that frame sheet thing in there, but I mean, I don't even put that in there normally because I don't need it. Front pocket here, it's a slash pocket, or not a slash pocket, I guess it's like a horizontal, vertical pocket in the front. It is blaze orange, as you saw here. It's pack cloth, feels good. There are 3 pockets here. Now, like I mentioned the part about the Summit video, the Summit bag, the Kletterwerks. This pocket, though, the way he has it built is it's very close to the zipper. So what happens is, when your bag turns sideways, nothing can really come out. I've heard people complain that it's behind the zipper. Honestly, I don't get the complaint. Move it like this. It's not brain surgery. Anyway, wallet in the bottom one. There are basically, it's one big one and 2 little ones. The 2 little ones, if your stuff goes down deep, not so easy to get out. So I put my keys and pull them out like so. Nothing in this one because this is the hardest one to get at because of the way the zipper is here. You could put something in there and get at it. I mean, I put my AirPods in there. Sometimes I just don't need to. YKK number 10 zip. Also, paracord, exactly the same as the previous Chief bag. Again, there's no actual zipper like metal pull. They've only have this attached to the zipper directly. Fine, I like this better. I'd remove it from the other ones if it was possible. No dingle dingles. In order to get into the bag properly, you have to get... So basically when I use this bag, I unclip these 2 top ones here. This one, and that's like daily carry mode. I leave the bottom ones on. You can unzip it. This bag will open clamshell, like so. Now, I didn't unclip the bottom ones. If I unclip them, you could go like full out clamshell, but I mean, this is more than enough for daily carry mode. I mostly live like this in daily carry mode, so this blaze orange in here is great, I find. Like, you can see exactly what's going on. No confusion. YKK number 10 zips on these mesh pockets. The mesh feels great. My pouches fit perfectly in here. 1 pouch, 2 pouches, sunglasses. Now, this pack cloth, there is a slip pocket here. It's literally just a slip pocket. There's no padding, there's no nothing. There's padding on the bottom. I put this in the middle because now I have everything in the front here. My whole daily carry is all in the front. I don't even look at the back. So when I go traveling, I can take all my clothes out of the back and my other stuff just lives in the front like this. Done. Easy peasy. Now, again, like I said, there's no padding in here, but my MacBook Pro 15-inch fits perfectly in there if you need it to. Now, I'm going to zip this up because I want to show you the amazing thing about this bag. So, you just saw all that stuff. Now look how small that is. Now I could compress it down more, but just like, you know, tiny, nice daily carry bag. There is actually another whole compartment, just like the first one, in the back. So if you have a big laptop, you could just stick it in here. It could live all by itself. Water thingy. Again, the exact same layout. The 2 vertical, 2 horizontal mesh pockets. It opens. The thing about this one is it'll open clamshell even with the compression straps still connected because of the fact that it's behind where the straps are connected to. So maybe even using this one would be better. I just like the slash pocket in the other section. And because of this, this bag is just amazing for travel. It feels really well built. Nothing I can really say to complain about with it. And just have a look. Look at that. Compress this shit down, and you are golden. Get out of here, man. This bag is killer. I love it. I absolutely love this bag. Honestly, I don't know why he doesn't sell more. There's not a single review of it online, aside from his video. It's a killer bag. Absolutely love it. Review coming soon. Recycled Firefighter, guys, you killed it with this bag. I don't even know if you intended to kill it with this bag. It's such a simple design. Literally 2 of them stacked on top of each other, but it's great. I will use the shit out of this bag. Those were 6 bags that are handmade in America. Well, I mean, at least made in America. They are all great bags. I highly recommend all of them. They're not without their faults. They're, you know, I didn't talk too much about the faults. I just wanted to show you what they were like in case you wanted to buy one. So, first bag we talked about, a Recycled Firefighter. It's $159. By the time it got here to Korea, it was like $210. The Topo Designs is around $180 from their website. You can get it for cheaper if you look out for sales. The beautiful Recycled Firefighter 24-hour pack is $199 on sale right now. It's just such a great bag. I'm in love. I'm smitten by this bag. The Kletterwerks Summit bag is, well, you can't really buy it. So, you know, good luck. I've seen it anywhere from $80 to $250. So, there it is. If you really want one, let me know. I might be able to find one. As I said, I gave one of them away to the last, after the last video. You know, I just said I gave it away. In fact, we swapped for a Tom Bin Synapse 25, which I couldn't get here, and I was dying to try. So, I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't really give it to you, I guess, did I? But I did put a really nice bonus in the box. The Kletterwerks Drei ZIP is anywhere from $150 to $250 where you find it. They don't sell it directly anymore, so again, good luck with your search. I might be able to help you get one. Last I heard, my guy here only has one left, and it's red. The Mystery Ranch Robo Zip is not so rare to find in Asia. Most shops that carry Mystery Ranch have it here, but it is rare in other parts of the world. It's around $150 US here. If you want one, let me know. They aren't impossible to find here, and they aren't super rare. So if that bag tickles your fancy, then maybe you want to drop me a line. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Sorry I haven't been back for a while. I've had some family stuff going on. I will be back again soon with another review. And the next one's going to be 5 killer backpacks, Daypacks that aren't from the USA. Bye-bye.